So you have decided to sell your land, and you're probably thinking in your mind, maybe I should go with a real estate agent, okay? And that's gonna do the work for me, right? So I want to share with you in this video, okay, all the pros and the cons why you should go with an agent. So hi, my name is Roy. We are from Discounted Vacant Land, and we are a land investor. So again, maybe you watched before our video that is gonna share with you the 3 methods how you can sell your land, okay? And you can check it on our site. First, I'm going to share with you what's the pros, why you should go with an agent, and then why you shouldn't go with an agent. So let's start why you should go with an agent. So the first thing is you can leverage their expertise and experience. So again, okay, a good agent is, if you are selling a land, you should try to find first a land agent, okay? And most of the people are not aware of that. So in properties, okay, in real estate, there are so many different sectors. Like, you know, you have houses, multifamily, commercial, industrial, land, different type of lands, rural area, recreational area, okay, recreational land, and every agent is, because, you know, agent, they don't sell anything, okay? If you're going to talk to someone going to sell, do you specialize in land? You're going to say, yeah, we do everything. So probably need to be aware, be cautious to work with this person, okay? You need to check if they sold land in the past and how often. Check what's the ratio of, if they have like 10 listings, how much of this land or of those listings are land. And also you can check how much they sold land in the past, okay? Because there are so many factors with land, and you can check our videos about how we price land. We're sharing like 17 points. What's important to understand about your land to get to the right value, okay? So again, with a real estate agent, you can access their expertise, okay? So if they're a good agent, they're gonna tell you, okay? They're gonna help you. They're gonna tell you what you should do, what you should don't do, okay? They're gonna do the stuff for you. Maybe they need to reach out to the county or the environmental department to understand more about your land if you don't know how to do it, okay? Their expertise is about also, how to do the proper marketing, okay? Again, a good agent, right? What's kind of photography to use, right? Should you use a drone photos or just a 2D photos? They know what kind of is the right photographer. They're gonna know the right paperwork. They're gonna have a good closing attorneys. Okay, they should know how to, when people gonna call them, how to qualify them, how to see if they are serious or not, how to negotiate with them. They have a good agent gonna do everything for you. And also, good agents usually they are working in the big companies, and if they're not sure about something, they can ask someone. They can ask a colleague. Okay, sometimes even if they're on a holiday in a short period of time, okay, someone in their office can take the calls. So that's a big benefit, okay? The next thing, I just mentioned about it, okay, that's the negotiation skills. So again, a good agent is gonna first help you to maximize your value, right? So a good agent is gonna tell you, listen, that's a good price, okay? So I'm gonna ask you, what do you want? What do you think I want to sell it for, okay? So some agents just want to please their clients, the buyers, the sellers, okay? But if you're gonna tell them a price, but it's gonna be higher than the price, higher than the value, okay? And a good agent is gonna tell you, listen, you want to sell for 100,000. I don't believe your property worth 100,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think we need to list it for 80. So again, you need to listen to this person, okay? Because that's what they do. That's their stuff, right? And once you're gonna list the right property in the correct price, okay, they're gonna start to get some inquiries, okay? So the agent's gonna know exactly how to talk to buyers, what question to ask them, okay? If it's a high price property, you're gonna ask them about if they're pre-qualified, how they're gonna plan to buy this property, right? Are they gonna put some earnest money? So again, I'm not sure if you're in the real estate or not, okay? But that's a lot of moving parts involved in it, okay? So they know exactly how to deal with buyers. Okay? And also sometimes the benefit of dealing with agents, sometimes buyers prefer not to talk directly to the seller, okay? They prefer to have someone in the middle, and sometimes there are 2 agents in the middle, like a buy agent and a selling agent. So sometimes it's good to have. So sometimes it's easier to negotiate with someone that don't have a real interest in the product, okay? So the next thing is they have big access to a network of people, okay? So the first thing, they have access to buyers. So maybe in the past, they listed similar property like yours in this area, and they kept their information. So once they're gonna get your property on the market, okay? The first thing they're gonna reach out to those people, gonna say, listen, I have a property. You talked to me in the past. You are looking to buy something similar to that? Are you interested? Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, they're going to reach out to their colleagues, okay, in their brokerage and see how they can help them, okay, so they how can share the commissions. If your property has issues, okay, maybe they're going to direct you to the right legal person to fix them, okay? If you have some issues with your soil, they're going to direct you maybe to a surveyor or maybe to a soil scientist. So they have a very good, it's a very good resource, going to help you. Sometimes they're going to do all the stuff for you. If they're going to tell you, listen, you have to do a survey, okay? So you can tell them, okay, find your surveyor, they're going to bring you the price, and you're going to say yes or no, okay? So they can do lots of things for you. And also it's going to take all the time. So again, it's not going to require too much of your time, okay, to sell the property, because they're going to do everything for you. All the paperwork going to be handled, electronically in most of the cases. So the big benefits, I'm going to take you any time, okay, just to follow up with them, make sure everything is on place. And of course, the legal stuff, they have all the paperwork, they have all the documents, they have all the contracts, okay? They know all the clauses, okay? Even if someone's going to sign on a contract, and it's very hard. Sometimes this contract, like between 10 to 20 pages long, depends on the states, So they're gonna help you if someone gonna put an offer. So what is that? Is that good or is that important or not? Okay, so maybe we can counter an offer. Maybe this is not that important to them. Okay, so that's someone a good agent can help you. Okay, now I want to share with you what's the problem with an agent. Okay, again, not everything is rosy, okay? Not everybody are going to sell with an agent and everything going to be according as planned, okay? So the big thing is you have a big uncertainty, okay? You don't know how long it's going to take you to sell this land, okay? Because usually their agreements are between 6 to 12 months, usually 12, especially for land. And you don't know exactly how much you're going to get. So you're going to start with 80, maybe you're eventually going to sell for 65. And again, sometimes agents also, they are trying to see that you are desperate. Again, they are working for you, but they see that you are desperate, and they're going to feel that, and they're going to tell it to the other side, and they're going to try to push them, buyers or buyer agent, to drive offers, low offers, okay? And because for the agent, just collecting the percentage in the middle, it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 70 or 60, for them it's probably going to be almost the same amount of money. The next thing is cost. So again, it depends what's the value of your property. Again, if it's 50,000 and below, it's, again, depends on where you live, it's about 10%, okay, the agent commissions, okay? If your property is 20,000 and less, okay, it may be a flat fee, or also some agents are not going to even want to work with you because it's not worth their time. So again, if it's flat fee, it can be even 2,000, okay? Because again, as you know, agents not getting everything. So they need to share like maybe half with this brokerage and everything. So there are lots of, so I think it's getting like maybe 40% of the commission. Because sometimes you need to share even less than, because you need to share it with the buyer agent if they have another one. So he may get like a quarter of the commission that you are paying him. It's not going to worth his time. So again, cost, and again, if it's above 50,000, so it's can go from, starting from 10, it's going to go all the way down to 5. Okay, so maybe like for 100, it can be 6.5, something like that. So you should be aware of that. And then you have the closing cost. Again, it can range from 1,500 to 2,500, really depends. Sometimes you need to split it with the other side, but that's what you should expect for. Now, the next thing is, if you're going to choose the wrong agent, it's really doesn't have the experience, doesn't have the expertise, doesn't have the access to everybody, doesn't do a good negotiation, he's desperate to sell, okay? Desperate to get your property and put it on the market. And that's going to do a disservice for you, right? So he may going to try to lower your price. So even in the beginning, to start with a very low price, because you're not sure what's the real value of your property, okay? So it's may drive you to a starting point very low, okay? Or even you're gonna start at market price, you're gonna start to take you down all the time, okay? Because usually what the agents are doing, right? If something doesn't sell, what we need to do? We need to lower the price. So and it's very hard to know if it's a good or bad agent. It takes time, but if you're gonna be stuck with an agent, you're probably gonna be stuck for 1 year. Okay, and it's not easy to get out of this contract. So that's something you need to be aware of. Okay, So do a lot of diligence, maybe get referrals from people to understand which one you should choose. The next thing is the time to sell, okay? Again, agents, you are not the only client, right? So they have other properties, right? So they have, I don't know, between 3 to 10 listings. So what I found, okay, maybe you're gonna find as well, when you're calling agents, most of them you're gonna call them, they don't call you back. Even if you're a seller, okay, you want to give them a listing, many of them don't call you back. What we do, we call, leave voicemail, text. Many of them don't call back. I don't understand why, okay, but maybe they're busy. I have no idea. Because when I call them, sometimes we need to use them, okay. So you need to be very short and vague. You need to tell them, listen, I just have a property to sell. Call me back. Don't give them too much. So that's the thing. So if you're gonna pick the wrong agent, or sometimes you start with the wrong price, because your listing might have ad fatigue, right, or listing fatigue. So you're gonna start really bad, and then it's gonna drag forever. Okay, because sometimes if buyers gonna see your properties on the market to 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9 months. Okay, so they're gonna think there is a problem with your property. That's why it's very important to sell with the right price. So the next thing is time. How much gonna take? Okay, that's a big thing. It's gonna take you 6 to 24 months if you have the right agent, if you have a good property, if it's the right time on the market, and etc. And the last thing I want to share with you is that gonna have less control. So again, once you find an agent, you're gonna put it on the contract, okay, and that's it. Usually I can't go out of the contract. Agents, they have their own marketing channels, but probably they're not going to do all the efforts for you because they have also other clients. Maybe your property is only 50,000, but they are mostly selling properties in the 400,000 or 500,000. So what do you think going to have more motivation to work on the 400,000 properties or on your 50,000? So that sometimes you have a less control. Sometimes it's good to start with new agents because they are more motivated to get everything going. They want to please the client, but it's very hard to know. So I hope I help you to clarify why it's good and why it's not good to work with an agent. Again, what you can do, again, if you're still not sure, we have you can can fill up your information and we're gonna give you an offer. So because we are investors, so it's maybe the right thing for you, it's may not, but just gonna give you something to think about it, okay? If you are serious about selling your property. Talk to you soon.